This is camp tour, because in my last video you probably all saw the camp and probably we're going to ask eventually about a tour of it. But yeah, this is the camp. We had 4 hours to build it. So starting off, this is the town hall. That's what we call it because it's big and we're referencing Clash of Clans. We use pallets in here and it's pretty spacious. It's got a nice little door step there. This is was a spider scythe, we called it, because we're going to take on some spiders and get some more of that scrap metal right there we've randomly found in the woods. These are what we made the walls of. Some just fence pieces we moved over. I'm going to be transferring this metal piece out. The rest of the metal pieces, I haven't gone to that yet. You have a small other hole here. And back here, we call this the spider trap hole. We just made it as a joke. Spiders live in the hole. So yeah, this was our one wall, which of course we didn't have too much time, only 4 hours. So we did pretty good with our time. We had this piece of wood that we found. It's like attached to that board there. We also made some other reinforcements here with a pallet. This was one of the pretty bad pallets, so we just used it there instead of shelter. And then we got this other part of the wall. We'll improve it later, but all the basis is sort of all just part of fences. This is the builder's hut, we called it. It's right underneath a holly tree, and luckily the holly tree isn't poking through too much. This was an old bike rack and doesn't have any nails that are actually pointing the opposite way, so it's relatively safe. So we just made use of this bike rack. That's another part back there. Pallet there, of course, and then to top it off we got this whole piece of scrap metal here. When it rained a few days before, it was actually relatively dry inside. Our pallet are here blocking, and we'll improve on it later. That's the builder hut. This is our bench here. We just found a few pieces of scrap wood in the woods, so we're using that for our bench. Got a little bit of wood underneath, just in case we ever want to have a fire. This is our campfire pit right here. It's probably not very good for a campfire pit, but we just found some bricks and decided to make it. Got our logs. Always have your logs as stools. And these logs around are the camp border. This is what we call Nick's hideaway. My friend Nick made it, and we used some paracord to tie this nice long piece of pine tree, which had been dead for quite some time, and we just layered onto it. It's a pretty nice shelter. Also layered some scrap metal on it, but we're getting rid of that because it's bad, possibly cave in. This was our bench over here, but it didn't go so well. We had those there, and we tried to put the nails, the bottom of the nails here in, but they don't really work so well, so we'll have to nail it in ourselves. This is an extra pallet I had in case one of my other friends wanted to come over someday and build their shelter. Oh yeah, another tree fell down over here, so it creates a natural wall. later on, I'm going to hang an American flag from the top of that tree going down as a nice entrance there. But for now, there's nothing there. And right over here, this is our, well, start of a museum that we have, sort of. Some of this is trash we're going to throw away, but other things like this pink golf ball, somehow that got out here. We have no idea how, but my one friend found it. This used to be the original fort area over here, and this was a mound that I made out of dirt because I was digging over here, trying to dig out, but it was too much work, so I decided not to, and we just have this stick sticking out of this area. Over here, we used to have right here the bench over here, and here was our other bench area. We had some firewood underneath, but it came down in a recent storm, and we just moved it over there because of a better clearing. This is what we called the piss hole, because I don't know really why, we just made it as a joke. And then over here, there's going to be an original wall. We had this piece right here layered in this little area, mud dabbed up against it. Same with our here, you can probably see it, but we decided to move it. We also found this while we were exploring, and we just brought it over. So yeah, we're gonna probably get rid of it sooner or later, but for now not. Another piece of wire left from it, and then another piece of scrap metal we're gonna get rid of. Not sure what it was, but it's garbage now. And then we had a little bit of barbed wire that we found, and so we were using it for decoration. It looked kind of cool on the wall, so we're just going to leave it like that. And I know this video is quite short compared to the first video, but that is all in the camp tour. Thanks for watching. Bye.